Hey guys, I'm Craig Curtis. I'm the campus pastor at the Lincoln Road campus here at Venture. And you know, the Apostle Paul told the church in Corinth that if the tomb of Jesus wasn't empty on Easter Sunday, then nothing else really matters. And that couldn't be more true. It's true that as followers of Jesus, what we celebrate on Easter is the foundation of our faith. It's what everything else rests on. So it makes perfect sense that the church celebrates Easter with a lot of passion and energy, and families are going to fill up Christian churches on Easter Sunday more than any other day of the year. So does it really make sense? Is it just an obligation? Is it just something you do out of guilt? Is it a tradition for you to come on Easter Sunday? Listen, that's not the way Easter is meant to be. Easter is something we maybe only do once a year, but that's not the way Jesus intended it to be. So let me ask you this. What if the invitation of Jesus that this very first Easter was meant to be more than just an event or an experience? What if the invitation of Jesus is to experience Him in life every single day, every moment? Well, I believe that's exactly what the gospel is. It's meant to be with. Instead of letting Easter be an experience that lasts for a moment or a day, it's an invitation for Him to be with you. I believe it's going to be life-changing for you and for me to accept that invitation to do life with Him. So that brings us to today. The road to Easter begins on what is historically referred to as Palm Sunday. All four gospel writers tell us that as Jesus and His disciples are getting ready to enter Jerusalem, a crowd begins to gather around them. Most people in the crowd believe that Jesus is going to be the ultimate politician. He's going to bring Jewish people freedom from the Roman Empire. But Jesus had a much different rescue plan in mind. Regardless of what their preconceived notions are, one cry begins to ring out from the crowd as Jesus rides into town on a donkey. What kind of ride does this new king ride? A donkey. He was a humble king, showing the people He'd come to serve them. And in that moment, they begin to shout out, "Hosanna, Hosanna." And that word really doesn't translate that well into English, but it meant, "You're king, and we adore you, and we worship you." And this is a moment that began to be overwhelming for Jerusalem. People began to gather, and they began to wonder, who is this man that is ridden into town? So let me ask you that question. Who is Jesus? Take some time to begin to write out, who is Jesus to you? And then you begin to celebrate Jesus in your own way. And hey, if you're not a believer just yet, that's okay. Write out who you hope Jesus will become in your life. Now, that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow on this road to Easter.